Hello there and welcome back. In this video I am going to show you how to use a Boolean property within a component. So most of you already know what a Boolean is. So it's basically a value that can be either true or false, right? Now one thing that you should note about the Boolean properties is that they are currently available only for layer visibility. So for example, we have already created one component, a button, and let's say that, for example, we want this button to actually have an icon, right? So this button can have an optional icon that we can hide or show, right? So let's here, for example, use one of our plugins here, some material design icons. So we can actually just specify one simple icon to our button. So in this case, I'm going to choose, for example, let's say maybe some check mark or something, maybe this one, right? So let's just import this icon to our actual project. There we go. Specify that inside this actual frame component. We can also specify the spacing between those elements to be maybe 8 dp. There we go. So something like that. Now I'm going to now select this actual check icon or check mark icon. And then down below, when we go to this layers section or a layer section, we are going to see here a value or an icon that will say create a Boolean property, right? So as I already mentioned before, a Boolean property can only be applied to a layer that we want to hide or show. So that's the only functionality that we can use with this actual Boolean property to actually show or hide a certain layer within our component. So let's click this button. We can name this button, for example, show icon. We can now specify a default value, which is a true. So click create property. There we go. And now I'm going to open up this resources, then components. Let's drag this button right here. And you will see that now within our design panel, we're going to see two different properties. The first property, which will allow us to change the text of this button. So we can here specify, for example, maybe checkout, and we can here see a different property, which is a Boolean property. As you can see, this toggle button has appeared, and here we can now click this button to disable this icon or to enable this button, right? So whenever we disable this property, this Boolean property, then this actual icon will just disappear, or its actual visibility will change, right? So that's the exact thing which we can do here with this actual Boolean property. For now, at the moment of recording this video, the only functionality for this Boolean property is to actually work with the visibility of our layers. And there we go. So now we can easily decide whether we should have an icon or an icon with a text within our button. Alright, so that's everything I wanted to share with you in this video, and for now that will be all.